Augustia. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to magnetize your manifestations in a very, very simple way with a few techniques. Now, I've talked about this in past videos, but in this video, I want to highlight it because recently I've been called to do this in a more prominent, more extended way, and also in micro ways as well. So, what am I talking about here? So if you remember in the past, we've talked about this concept of electromagnetic manifestation, where the thought is the electric force that pierces the will that goes out and imprints the quantum field. And the magnetic emotion is that which brings that thought to you or brings it into your reality. Now, if you want to go deeper into this, you can look at the work of Joe Dispenza. He has done a lot of scientific studies on this. He's got books, he's got free YouTube videos, fantastic work. And it's scientific on many different levels, including which the electric thought stimulates the chemical release of emotions. The emotions are processed by the body, which upregulate and downregulate genetic expression, thereby changing your information, thereby creating a new cause that will support or be the foundation for a new effect. If you remember, we've talked about the ancient yogic science of yad bhavam tad bhavati, you become as you think, with modern quantum physics agreeing with this through their own means of discovery. They call it the observer theory, which is in essence saying the observed and the observer and the observed are one and the same. That the observed is an effect of the information stored within you. So now you can understand about this electromagnetic manifestation. Now, to magnetize, what is this? The magnetize is gratitude. Now, let me tell you a little quick story about gratitude and then what I've been guided to do currently as of the past few days, actually. So my whole journey with manifestation, while it's been an ongoing process, where it really kicked off was when I was back living in Mount Shasta, and this is when I manifested my Mercedes-Benz. And what I was doing was a technique that I've been teaching, sharing for a while now, which is the practice of tapping your third eye and then feeling the line and experiencing gratitude and your manifestation. Now, when I started doing this way back then, I was first, this is all, because I've been experimenting. This has been an ongoing state of experimentation, which I am still doing today, which is why I'm making videos, because I'm sharing my latest findings that I'm actually doing for myself, which I am getting fantastic results with. I have many updates I can share with you, but I'm going to stop myself from doing that for now and continue on with this video. So when I was doing this technique, I was just doing it and I was just thinking of the thought and I wasn't really getting into the emotion of it. Okay? The day that I started, and I have a video about this, the day that I started doing this gratitude thing, within like 24 hours, I got like a $500 raise. I got some sort of income that allowed me to move to Portland, Oregon, living in the city on the waterfront, where I lived in an apartment that was named after me, the floor plan. It was this huge, miraculous event. And it all kicked off with this switching in this state of mind of gratitude. Now, when you think of gratitude, at least for me, initially it's a kind of this loaded word that's associated with like foo-foo, like just be, just feel grateful. And it's so much more than that. It's an actual state of a state of mind, a state of being that's hard to put into words. But I've been doing this for so long that now I'm able to engineer this state consistently on the drop of a dime. And so what I've been called to do recently is, during my manifestation practices, engineering this state of gratitude is an absolute must. In fact, many times now, what I do is, before I even start the manifestation, before I start bringing thoughts in what I want to create, I will first put myself into the state of gratitude to create like a field. It's almost like a field of energy. It's hard to put into words. But if you think of the analogy of planting a seed into a soil that's barren versus planting a seed into a soil that's fertile, this is how I have been led to think about this. When you create this field of gratitude and then you drop a thought into that, it's like that thought explodes, right? So what I've been doing is doing that. And now another thing that I do is After my manifestation and meditation in the morning, then I will do some rituals in front of my altar and get on my knees and pray. And what I've been guided to do after I finish my prayers is I, with my eyes closed, I just, on my knees, I have my hands up on my lap, palms facing up, and I just engineer, I'll tap out and I'll just meditate on gratitude. And I don't mean like the word, I meditate on the state of being of gratitude. I feel, so how do I do this? It's just like on my last video, it's a simulation. I simulate just thank you, and it's an expression of thank you. And because what does gratitude have in it that's so powerful for manifestation? Gratitude is a state, the ultimate state of reception. Whenever you are in gratitude, it signifies your entire being on all levels that you are receiving something. So that is why gratitude is extraordinarily powerful, and it's something you should explore teaching yourself how to engineer so that you can magnetize yourself to receive. So, in summary, use gratitude and start practicing. Now, what I recommend you do is, in your extended practices and also throughout the day to reinforce and get more practice in, particularly in your extended practice, spend, say, a few minutes. Start off, say, 60 seconds and progress to some minutes of you're not doing anything else, but you're in a state of gratitude. Now, I recommend first using a mantra like Om to get your mind prepared. So Om is typically put in front of all mantras for different reasons. One of the reasons is to prepare your mind because Om is consciousness itself. So meditate a little bit on Om, or better yet, if you're someone, it's very powerful to chant first and then drop into meditation. So use Om first or use the sound Ah, and get these sounds from Dr. Ply ideally so that they're empowered. You have to get the initiation. But even then, just try. Use the sound, and then once you kind of clear out the static and white noise of your day or whatever is going on, that's why morning's really good because you're already coming out of a dream state. And if you catch yourself right when you wake up and you don't let your mind start racing, it's very easy to start programming yourself very early in the morning. So that's a side tip. What I do is often after I meditate, I will get on my phone right away and I'll put on a chant and I'll start chanting with that, because if you do it in the morning, it's so much easier to set the tone and build the momentum or restart the momentum you ended with last night if you start right away in the morning. So during your meditations, practice this state of gratitude. During the day, tap yourself out. Put yourself into that gratitude. I can already feel it's like a connection between my heart and my head. That's the best way I can explain it. When I go into gratitude, I can feel my heart is activated. I'm in my head. I'm rooted. My awareness or consciousness is in my head, but I also feel my heart connected to my brain. And if that's worthwhile, if you want to explore that, I would say try to avoid intellectualizing it too much. I'm just trying to give you food for thought, some concepts that you can meditate on and experiment with. Okay, spend some time working on gratitude during the day and practice before you drop into thoughts. Start engineering this gratitude as much as you can and then pull the thought in. And then also after the thought, the gratitude is the magnet. So magnetize your manifestations with gratitude. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, leave them underneath this video. If you like this video, if you found it useful in any way, please give it a like so it populates in other people's feeds and that will benefit them as well. As always, wishing you the best. God bless.